are about to start the run of our show. However, as we always do, what is extremely important in the work that we all do is we give a land acknowledgement. We give a land acknowledgement to our First Nation brothers and sisters every time we have a program. That means we honor our First Nation elders. They are the reason why we are able to walk on this land, and we must always honor and respect them. No matter how our families arrived on these shores, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, we must acknowledge our Native American brothers and sisters, our First Nations people. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. Today, you are in store for a treat. This has been a process. The Youth Shelter of Westchester and the Legal Aid Society, we've been working for months to get this program together. As I stated before, I thank my colleagues. I thank those who are members of law enforcement who have agreed to come in and speak. It's always important that members of law enforcement be involved in the process because the community must always have a respect for the officers, and the officers or law enforcement must respect the community. We thank the Loft and Center Lane for agreeing to come and to speak. They are the two premier LGBTQ plus organizations here in Westchester, and you will hear from them later. You will hear from two extraordinary individuals, Mildred Barajas, as well as Chris John from the social work aspect of knowing your rights. I'd like to thank, and they really haven't been thanked enough, the committee that has helped put this on. And that includes the Youth Shelter of Westchester. We had meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting to ensure that this would be a success. This is so very important. As my executive director, as well as executive director of the Youth Shelter, Joanne Dunn, stated, we are committed to each other. We're committed to having this partnership. We want the young people, as well as those who are more seasoned, to know their rights so that when they are stopped by the police, for example, they know how to interact. If they have marijuana convictions on their rap sheet, for example, they know how to get those expunged, as well as sealing. So today we will take this forum from arrest to disposition. And we just want you to be involved. So when speakers have spoken, you can put questions in the chat. I will throw those questions out to the speakers and we will go from there. Now, we have a few more minutes before we're supposed to actually get started. Claire and Joanne, is there anything that you want to say before we get started?
Go for it, Joanne. What would you like to say?
I'm excited for today. I don't have much to say. I'm just overjoyed that it's turning out to be a great program thus far. And so I'm excited to see what happens today. And I love, Tamika, that you said that we're going from arrest to disposition. So someone gets to learn about the whole journey that they're going to go on. So today is all going to be about knowledge and awareness. So I don't have much. Claire?
I want to reiterate what has been said prior to this, and we have done so much, you have done so much in the area of social justice, but we're not done yet. So when Senator Cousins talks about their very incredible accomplishments, we can't let them rest on their laurels. There's so much more to do. And we will get there, and we will get there in a way that is correct and right, and we'll come up with the right strategies to do this. And we will partner with everyone and together make it a much better circumstance as we're going forward. And so, again, what I have to say is I am so incredibly proud to have Ms. Coverdale as one of our premier attorneys in legal aid. She has done a spectacular job. So for her and for Tamika, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Major, major kudos to you. We could not have done it without you. And the teamwork really does make everything work, but they needed an initial leader and you were it. So again, thank you. So, I think we may be just about the time that we start our very first set of speakers and begin the program. So I'm going to preempt you a little bit, Tamika, and say that The speakers this time, this particular segment are Investigator Cynthia Hood, who is the Chief Investigator and the Manager of the Assigned Counsel Resource Center located at the Legal Aid Society, and it is for the 18B Council. New York State Trooper Todd Miller, and retired Police Detective Vincent Stefano. I hope I didn't screw up your name, Detective.
We're changing that a little bit, Claire. We have some changes.
All right, so I'll leave it to you for the changes.
Thank you so much, Claire.